Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of things in this video, but basically this is the full process for setting up a course page, given the templates and so forth that we've looked at. So I'm just going to run through a couple of things first and then go through the process. I'm going to show you the template page and, show you the template page, just show you a spreadsheet that I've set up to control it, and then we will go and actually set one of them up. So let's first of all just show, I've set a spreadsheet up here called Course Setup Checklist. This has got all of the courses on it. It's on Trove, and it's just got all the steps I've gone through to create it. So it's just a reminder to me of what's been done and what still needs doing. So if we can just fill that in as we go, that'd be great. I'll just put some boxes there. So I'll come back to that in just a moment. The other thing I've done is I've set up a page called Course Template in the OD. We were using Crucial Conversations. I thought it was probably better to actually create a full-blown template. So there it is. And if we view that, it's just a blank. So it's got our what to expect block. It's got our help and our learning outcomes and our additional resources. Now, in many cases, all we will need to do is copy this to create a new course, but of course we've already set up our courses to put the bookings in, so what we've got to do is take these objects here and merge them into the courses we've already got. So, I'll go through this step. Once you've done this once, you shouldn't need to do it again, but what we'll do is first of all create a backup of this. We don't need the enrolled users. We'll take the activities and resources. We'll take the blocks. We don't need the filters. We don't need the reminders. We don't need the question bank. We don't need the groups and groupings. We'll just go next. And then we'll go next. I'm on as an admin, by the way. And then we will give it a sensible name, I guess. I've done a couple, so I'll call this 3. And then we'll perform the backup. And we should find that this puts the backup into the private area, the private backup area for this user. So if you're logged on as Farakura, you should see my ones here. But if you're not, you could just create your own. Okay, so let us pick off. I'll just visit Bridie's sheet for a moment, and I've just copied it into Excel because I find it easy to use. So I've done how local government works. Let's have a go at my HR and my team up and running in one council. So we will go back here. I think that course has been set up. Oops. Let me find it first. There it is. Okay. Now it's looks like some of this has already been set up. So the first thing we will do is just tidy this page up a bit. We can leave the navigations on for now because they won't appear to users, so we don't need the forums. We'll get rid of that. These things we may add in, we don't need the upcoming events. We'll get rid of that. And we don't need the recent activity. We'll get rid of that. We'll see what appears there in just a moment. We don't need the latest news. We will get rid of that. Okay. The next thing we will do is just to restore. And we should find in our backup area, we've got the backup we just created. And once you've created it once, obviously you don't need to create it again. You can use the same backup over and over again. And we will continue. Now, be very careful here. What we want to do is merge the backup into this course. We don't want to delete the contents and restore, because otherwise we'll lose all the work we've done. So be very careful there. Go continue. And really just the activities, resources, and the blocks. And then next. door. And we should now find that we have that block there, we've got the additional resources there, and we've got the need support there. It should have added the, yeah, so it's added, you can see it's added that block in there, just underneath section 0. So what we will do is we will go and get this text here. Just copy it. And I'll put it in here. And bold, do we? So let's put it in normal. And we'll save and return. And then we can probably just get rid of that. Yep. So if you have a blocks already in there, it will still. Oops, right, we'll just tidy that up a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, one more change there. Sorry. That needs to be unbolded. And so on. We can always okay. Now, obviously, the actual content underneath we will put in. I don't have that at the moment, but we will do that. Now, what to expect and where should I start? I've just put all the logos in there, and just a few words on how that works. So that is a table. And if I edit that, you will see the table entries there. Now, we probably don't need all of the rows there. So all we need to do is delete the ones that we don't need. So if I go, let me just open that up there. Let's imagine it doesn't have a quiz, so we'll get rid of the little placeholder row there, and we go tables, delete row, and we'll delete that one, table, delete row, table, delete row, table, delete row. Oops, actually we're in there. Table, delete row, table, delete row, and so on. Oops, it looks like we need to put a row in there. So you should make sure that you have insert, we'll just go there and insert row after. So we want a blank column between and a blank row there, and then you would just edit these ones here with whatever details we've put in there. So something like that, and so on. I'm not going to complete that, but you should be able to just edit that table. We need some getting started instructions there, which in this case is simply just, I think, do the e-learning and so forth. Shouldn't need to do anything over here. Additional resources, that's fine. You just need to edit that to put whatever links we've got in there. Okay, now the other thing that we've got here is we've got the settings. So we will go into the summary rather, the summary. And we have a course summary here, and we put you. So we've got the summary already in there. So we were going to say who should do this training. Should I do this course? Sorry, my mistake. I can't remember what wording we used. So let me go and find it. It was... Should I do this course? There we go. So let's just copy that. There. And then we have the prerequisites. Roll. And then we have the course details there. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing there, but you get the point. Now, as we complete these things, we should fill in our checklist here. So our course setup checklist, and say this was my HR, wasn't it? We've got that on the list. Whatever we've called it, I don't know. But what we will do is we've put the course summary. Once we've actually completed these, which I haven't, but when we've completed them, we will just check that off. Or where will it take me? I think we've actually done, but these two need completing, so we will leave those for now. Okay. Now the other things that we need to make sure of, I've put the checks that we need to put in there. This one here, the help text at the top of the seminar topic. Now this course here doesn't have a seminar, but what I'm doing, for instance, in Crucial Conversations, if we look at Crucial Conversations, I've put a little bit of text there about directing them to the help on me. So where we have a seminar, just make sure that we have, and you can just copy it straight from here as HTML. Copy that. And then if we go, for instance, to how local government works, I think I've already done it for this one. If I could spell it correctly. You'll see, oh yes, I've already got it in there, but what I would do is just, you can just edit the topic summary here to put that in. Make sure if you're putting it as HTML, you're in there, so that's fine. Okay, so I don't need to do anything there. So let's go back to what else we need to do, is the activity completion set. So once we've got the activities in, we need to make sure, for instance, in this case, that the activity completion, this is, if for our seminar courses, this is very straightforward. It's just edit settings. I've lost my, there we go. Fully attended, we're going to say there, and typically that's the only thing that needs doing if it's just a seminar course. We then need to make sure, we need to go into, so we would tick that one, and then we need to tick course completion as a whole, or we need to check course completion. So course completion here, and we need to make sure that all the activities that need to be completed are checked in here. There we go, and that's fine. Now, I don't have, Sorsha, you were working on the feedback thing. I don't have that. We don't have that yet, but when we eventually put that in, we will we'll put that, we'll tick that box there, and we'll copy that over in exactly the same way as we've done with the other one. We'll put it in the template, back it up, and restore it. One little detail here. Let's switch the filters off, and I'll show you how you do that. And you go. It's course administration, filters, and just make sure auto linking is set off for now because it has some slightly unpredictable results. Now the banner, I need to get Luke to set those banners up. That shouldn't take him long, but at the moment the only one we've got is Crucial Conversations. Very important, this one, setting visibility and adding the audiences. So let's go into the settings. We need to set the visibility to enrolled users and members of selected audiences. And for these courses, we want WCC all active users. If you add visible audiences, and then it's already checked, but there, and then do that, and then you can just save that. Now we need to make sure as well that the courses that we are not releasing have that set to no users. So here, if the course is not on our list, we need to set that to no users to make sure that people can't actually see it, but we will come back to that in due course. Okay, so I will leave you to fill out all the details in those blocks. Probably the only tricky one-ish is this one. You just need to delete all those rows there, otherwise it's a case of putting these in. I've put in there incidentally, since I'm in How Local Government Works, that we've got these strange square boxes appearing, which we probably need to get rid of, but I'll leave that to you. Okay, that's cool. End of video.